Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. 13 huge Coronation Street spoilers for next week. Next week on Coronation Street, there's heartbreak for Julie Carp's loved ones when she passes away. Elsewhere, Mick's behavior continues to get worse, and Dee Dee faces a tough decision over baby Layla. George plans a romantic evening, wanting to show Eileen how much he cares about her following recent issues between them. Eileen is not impressed and reminds George that he was supposed to be taking her and Julie for a day out by the lake. Later, things get worse for George when he finds a video that Julie has recorded, which encourages Eileen to end her relationship. Eileen and Julie take a cab to the lake and enjoy this precious time together. Julie tells her sister that there's nowhere she'd rather be. Later, Julie asks Eileen to visit the refreshment van. Once Eileen returns, she finds Julie lying on her back with her eyes closed. She desperately feels for a pulse, but Julie has passed away. Eileen struggles to cope after Julie's tragic death. At home, she reflects on the loss of her sister. George seems more worried about his relationship with Eileen after Julie's message. This only annoys Eileen further, which leaves the couple's future uncertain. Mick picks a fight with Theo when he spots the scaffolder drunkenly stumbling down the street. He shoves Theo up against a van, showing no mercy. Billy, Ronnie, and Ed all team up to deal with Mick's latest angry outburst. Later, Theo breaks down in front of Billy after his difficult few weeks. Mick is arrested on suspicion of assault and Kit is asked to conduct the interview. Kit's usual cocky demeanor is nowhere to be seen, as he's clearly nervous to be around Mick. Much to Mick's amusement, Kit fails to question him in detail and lets him go without charge. Once they're both outside, Mick tells Kit that they need to talk. He seems to have leverage over Kit, but why? Liam and Jake agree to do a day's work at the builder's yard, following Gary's decision to buy the business. Mick decides to play a cruel prank on Liam, which sees the teen covered in cement. Liam tries to laugh off the incident, wanting to prove that he can be one of the lads. Dee Dee confides in Eileen about how she's nervous over the possibility of becoming too attached to Layla. Eileen suggests that it's best for Dee Dee to follow her heart. Later, Dee Dee tells Alia that she's starting to bond with Layla, despite her best efforts. Alia suggests that Dee Dee should reconsider her plan to give Layla away, as James would forgive her eventually. Dee Dee lets Michael know that she'll be returning to work, as she's feeling much better following her traumatic labor experience. Later, though, Dee Dee becomes unexpectedly emotional when she finds Roy lighting candles on a cake in honor of Haley's birthday. Rita issues more tough-talking advice to Jenny, telling her to stop wallowing in self-pity following the recent drama surrounding the Rovers and Daisy's departure. Rita reminds Jenny that she's still got her health and should focus on the future rather than the past. Later in the week, Ryan is forced to tell Jenny that he won't be taking orders from her at the pub anymore, as Carla is his boss now. Jenny continues to struggle with all of the changes. Glenda chooses a side when she shows some potential buyers around the pub and tries to put them off, but Ryan is suspicious over her antics. Theo's daughter, Millie, comes to see him at the Undertaker's and demands answers following his recent behavior. Later in the week, Todd is furious when he finds out that Millie has vandalized the hearse outside the Undertaker's by covering it in paint. Theo annoys Todd by leaping to Millie's defense. Bobby offers to help Lauren look at flats, but she insists that she's fine on her own. Lauren then receives another text from the blackmailer, demanding £200 if she wants to stay out of trouble over the florist van theft. Lauren starts to suspect that Bobby is the blackmailer as he's trying to get close to her. Lauren and Betsy plant some fake cash and wait to see whether Bobby turns up to collect it. Craig is excited as he informs Roy that he has been offered another placement with CID. With his exit plot looming, could this be the start of the drama to come? When Carl pays a visit to the hotel, He notices that she's struggling to organize a wedding fair. Carl suggests that Debbie could do with some help now that her symptoms are becoming more apparent.